G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. I believe this is episode 10. Make sure to go back and watch all the other episodes to see how we got here. And you see here we're just checking out the table before we get into the first game of the episode. You see Liverpool's basically got the league wrapped up already, up 11 points, so I guess 8 if Manchester City win the game in hand. And that game in hand is going to be up against us. So hopefully we can get a big result there because top 4 is still up for grabs. It's not crazy that we finish top 4, but if we lose to City here, it's obviously going to be a bit harder. But we've been versing quite a lot of the big teams lately. We versed Chelsea and Liverpool last episodes, and now we got City in this one. Hoping to get a result similar to the Chelsea game. That would be insane, but honestly I'll take a draw against City because City are such a great side. And you see here they're on the attack first. Through Rodri to De Bruyne. A great pass to Rodri, and that's a crazy good strike. Martinez rooted to the spot, couldn't even dive. And I didn't even know Rodri had that in his locker, to be honest. I knew De Bruyne had the pass in his locker, just didn't know Rodri could finish like that. And they're on the attack again. Back heel from Aguero. Bernardo's got the pace, and he gets another one by Martinez. Manchester City's passes are just on another level. We skip right ahead now into the second half, looking to get one back. Barkley plays a great through ball to Watkins, a one-on-one, and he hits the crossbar. Just wasn't our day today. And if we're not scoring those one-on-ones, I don't think we have much chance of getting anything out of this game. As you see here, we get to Barkley, who plays it to Grealish, and even Grealish is playing terrible. That finish was abysmal. Don't know what happened there, just didn't put any power behind it. And City now on the counter-attack. I don't even know who this guy is, Delap. Gets it to Silva, back to Delap, a great one too. Does me there. And they're just so good at keeping the ball, City. They play a very possession-based game. This is how Pep likes to play, and they just absolutely carved me up as they go on to win the game 3-0 there. Just quite embarrassing. But you see there on the chances, 7 shots each, and we actually had a decent amount of possession. We just weren't clinical like Manchester City, and that's the difference in these games. Other teams are just more clinical and they have more quality. But you see here we got a transfer offer in. I'm trying to squeeze a little bit more money out of them, so I delegate it. Hoping to get just as much money as possible, because when you're not the biggest club with a lot of money, you need to try to squeeze every little bit out that you can. Getting to the last hour of transfer deadline day. We didn't make any moves because we didn't really have any money to. As you see here, the top deals were Goretzka going from Bayern to Barcelona, Martinez from Inter to Real Madrid, and Martial from Manchester to Inter Milan. Quite a few Premier League moves there, so we'll be seeing them in the future. But yeah, that's the end of transfer deadline day. Let me know if you guys think I should bring any specific players in, because I'm not too sure at the moment. I think we've got quite a good squad, but we do need a bit more depth. So I guess you can bring in almost anyone. They'll provide some depth and some quality to the side. But this is what is going on at Aston Villa at the moment. The youth academy is absolutely stacked. You see all these young stars with high potential. Possibly in the years to come will be great players. Maybe one of them will even be captain in the future. But some of these guys look absolutely insane. You see we have a 17-year-old there. He's already 71 overall with 74 to 94 potential. So we'll probably be seeing some of these guys next season possibly. Or maybe at the end of this season, you never know if we're really lacking. A lot of them seem to be attackers. We don't have any defenders there. We've got, a central defensive midfielder and a goalkeeper. The rest are cams or wingers. But yeah, getting into our next game now, it's going to be against Leicester City. Another pretty decent side. I don't think they're having that great a season, though, from what I remember from seeing the table. But they're on the attack first through Vardy, one of my favourite players, and Barnes with a great finish there, right on half-time too, with the last kick of the half, basically. Scores to give them momentum going into the break. And we fast forward now through to the 78th minute, and we're on the counter here. Ross Barkley, we know what he's about. Waits for the run of Edwards and times it perfectly, and Edwards is going to score. Edwards coming into a bit of form lately in these last couple episodes, finally getting on the score sheet. But Leicester looking to get a late winner here, 89th minute from a corner. Martinez hits it out, it falls to Barnes. To Leicester, they're mucking around with it in the box. Will they get a shot off? They get it to Iheanacho. No, it gets stolen by Konsa. We get it up to Barkley, who seems to be injured, but he's playing through it. We get it out wide to Edwards. Will we have time? Will the ref allow it? He will. We get it to Grealish, to Barkley. Barkley, on his injured leg, scores. And somehow we've come away with all 3 points here against Leicester. What a finish. We've stolen this game from the jaws of defeat. You see, we got absolutely dominated. They had a couple more shots, but look at that possession, 67% to 33. But we get the chocolates. We get all 3 points, and that's a big result. You see we're still 6th at the moment. And Trezeguet's release clause has been met by, I think that's Leon. So hopefully that deal gets done and we can get some money into the club. And that'll go towards next season's transfers. We're getting into the next game now against Crystal Palace. We managed to steal the ball there, and we're on the counter, which seems to be when we're at our most dangerous. And you see the run up top there. I missed that one, but we find Wesley on his run. And Wesley, starting instead of Watkins for this game, decides to go alone. And he scores a good finish from Wesley. He's been quite a good backup striker, I must say. I'd probably play him more if Watkins wasn't in such good form. And basically leading the league in goals. But Crystal Palace looking to tie the game here, but they missed their chance there. Martinez with good goalkeeping. Not the best pass from the Crystal Palace player. And we're on the counter here with Edwards. Edwards looking to get his second of the game. And he scores. Not of the game, sorry, of the episode. And he scores to seal that one as we go on to win the game. You see Guida did have to make some saves as well, so he did quite well. But we win 2-0. We absolutely dominated. You see there, 15 shots to 1. So a great result there for us. And hopefully we can keep this run of form going now. Next game's going to be up against Arsenal. I think Arsenal are the team that knocked us out of one of the cup competitions earlier on in the season. You see their suggested team. They brought in David Alaba and quite a few defenders actually from the looks of that. But we're on the attack here. Wesley playing again. We get it out wide to Target. And Target, what can he do? Plays it into Wesley. He plays it to Barkley. Who plays it to Grealish. Is he onside? He is. What a goal. What a finish. Right on half time. The opposite of last game where we gave up one right on half time. But this time we score right on half time. And we managed to hold out Arsenal. And keep a clean sheet for the second straight game. So that's good to see because we are quite a bad defensive side. We're very good attacking but very poor defensively. So we're a very, very fun side for the neutral fans to watch, but not the most defensive and controlled. But in this last game of the episode now, it's going to be the FA Cup game, which we finished up on last episode as well. I believe we beat Bournemouth to get here, and now we're facing Wolverhampton. Just changing the team up a little bit, trying to get some guys who don't normally play a little bit of game time to try to get their match sharpness and up to date and save other players' fitness who are perhaps a little bit tired that could use the rest. But you see there the Wolves side, quite a decent side, quite a fun side to use as well. I do like some of their players like Raul Jimenez and Adama Traore. And speaking of Jimenez, he gets them out to an early lead from a corner. Just terrible set-piece defending. You should know it's going to go to him. He's a good striker and his bread and butter's in the air, Raul Jimenez. But we're on the counter here now, trying to get the equaliser. We get it to Barkley, who plays it over to Ollie Watkins, and Watkins isn't going to miss that. A great bit of play there. Barkley to Watkins. The dynamic duo, they just have a great chemistry. And Watkins to Grealish this time. Grealish waits for the run of Sanson. And he doesn't get on the score sheet very often, but he scores. A great passage of play there and a great finish from Sanson with a bit of a suspect celebration there, if I do say so myself. And we're trying to go up 3-1 here through Watkins. Can he score? No, it just goes wide. I thought for sure he was going to finish that one. Will that come back to bite us? We'll see here through Jimenez with a great ball here to Neto, and he gets there just before the keeper. I don't know how Martinez didn't get to that. It seemed like he didn't get down quick enough and go full tilt at the ball there. And all of a sudden it's 2-0. And can we get a late winner? We get it through to Watkins here. Last kick of the game, but it's been brought back. He was offside. That must have been very close because it looked pretty good to me. And we're getting the replay here, and my God, Those VAR lines, I tell you, that's a bit dodgy if you ask me. As we get into extra time now, right at the end of extra time as well, is it going to go to penalties? Wolves, no, they mess it up. They lose possession to House, and House plays it through to Barkley, and Barkley has the pace to get by his man, and he scores, gets it past Patricio. We've stolen this game right at the death. 119th minute, and we win the match to progress in the FA Cup again to the next round. You see the shots there. We did deserve the win, in my opinion. Wolves had 2 shots for 2 goals, but we managed to squeeze out the dub, and we advance. You see some results there where some small clubs are still in the competition, but that was round 5, so I believe next round's quarters, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think it's weird the way they do this, but I believe it will be quarters. So I think we've achieved our objective from the board to make it this far now. This was as far as they were expecting, so anything else is just a bonus now, I believe. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know any feedback or some players I should think about bringing in next season now that all transfers are done. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.